Hey y'all. Want to run through a quick Zeppelin lesson, another riff tune in the light. It's in A, or at least this version of A. Your low E is this. So they're playing in A, but whatever that is, I don't know if that's 440 or what, but that's how you do it. So Jonesy does this big long synthesizer intro, and the first thing you hear from the guitar, and I'm just doing a one guitar arrangement of it. So that starts on the D string, 7/6, and then it goes 5 D string, 7 A string. So it's 3 in a row. Then the A string 7, then 6/5. So it's 7/6/5 on D, 7/6/5 on A, but there's a little pause between, right? That last one is it's E string at what was that? 3, 5, 7, 8. E string at 8 for a C note, or you could do it A string at 3. So it could go. You gotta take an A chord and sort of slide it down. Four of those. So you just slide down the upper part of a barred A chord, right? I'm looking out the window. I got a little bird sitting there staring at me. Pretty cool. But back to the lesson. So the main riff after you do. So that's low E. It's your open A. Then there's an octave on that note, G string at the 2nd fret. So G string at 2nd, open, then back on. That's if you call it the tricky part, that's the tricky part. D string 4/3, and keep your middle finger on the D string at 3 when you do that. So you'll go right, because once you do 4/3 on D, and then B on 3, then back to D at 3/2, D 3/2. So it's open, I'll get to the end part of it. So you're at open A twice. G string 2, then off, and then back on it 2. The next two are D 4/3, then B 3, then D 3/2. Now at this part there's a little overlap between that open G string and starting the riff over on those 2 A strings. So it sounds to me like the G string, the open G string, is an overdub. You're just overdubbing it each time through. Although you can do it, and I think in some of the rehearsal bootlegs you can hear that he kind of does do it as. Once it's ringing open, start the riff over again on that A string. Get the rhythm of that, practice that for a good 10-15 minutes. It's a tricky little thing with that. The thing that screws you up is it hits that. So on the D string, it pauses on that 3rd fret, and then finishes the walk down. So there's that, and then back to. Into that part. There are some parts of it where it just goes. It just stops there. So it does sort of half of that riff and then goes back in. The only other part is when it does do, you know, that part where it goes into the and that's really the end of the guitar parts. All the rest are the same. So that goes open A, then 4, 5, 7. And then D goes 4, 6, 7. Then 6, 7, 9 on G. On the B string it goes 7, 9, 10. So A, open, 4, 5, 7, D, 4, 6, 7, G, 6, 7, 9, and B, 7, 9, 10. So that's that whole. And then if you wanted to do the guitar. Mostly licks in A major pentatonic up there. I don't know what scale he's using, but it sounds to me like A major pentatonic. And then outros on that. So that's really the whole tune. It has the same circular pattern that all rock tunes have. But if you have any trouble, let me know. But I think the main thing is that first position riff. The rest of it is pretty simple stuff. So good luck.